Hello everyone, I'm Andonis Andronikakis, Communications Manager at Reframe Food. Welcome to the second season of our Smart Droplets podcast series. Smart Droplets is a Horizon Europe project focused on developing a holistic and sustainable crop spraying solution utilizing AI, robotics and other innovative technologies to benefit both the farmers and the environment. In today's episode, we will explore the progress we've made and highlight our partners' contribution following our recent pilot testings in Spain and Lithuania. I have with me Pau Reverte Martinez from our partner Eurecat. Pau, welcome to our episode.
Hi, thank you for hosting me.
Thank you for joining us. Before we start, I would like you to briefly introduce yourself and tell us some things about your role in the project.
Yeah, so my name is Pau Reverte. I work in Eurecat Technological Center. I work in AI, perception and robotics. And in the Smart Droplets project, I work mostly on autonomous navigation for the retrofitted tractors.
Okay, we will talk a lot about the autonomous navigation characteristics. So let's start discussing the Spanish pilot. What progress can you share regarding the autonomous tractor and intelligent sprayer operating within the apple orchard?
So in the apple orchards, in the Spanish pilot, we've made quite a lot of progress recently. We could say that we moved from the warehouse to the real field. So nowadays we have the tractor doing autonomous real operations through the apple orchard. So basically moving safely and autonomously by its own, while also operating with the DIS spraying system, which is basically regulating itself to optimize the resources for the autonomous tasks.
Mm-hmm. To move from the warehouse, from the lab to the real world is a huge milestone for the project. But yes, as we know, in real conditions, you have real challenges and sometimes unexpected situations. So, what were the challenges you had to overcome during the implementation of the pilot, considering the special characteristics of an apple orchard?
Yeah, the apple orchards are quite complex and have their own characteristics. One of the biggest issues that we had to face was the dens of the canopy trees, which made us not able to always have information on GNSS, which is one of the most commonly used information in autonomous navigation. Another issue that we faced is how dense and how many branches and how narrow are the apple orchards, which made us need to be really specific and be very careful when trying to do path generation for the navigation.
Mm-hmm. From what I'm understanding, it took you some tinkering and some testing and some back and forth in order for the pilot to move on as planned. So where was the part that you sacrificed most of your time and what was that specific part?
The part in which we spent most of our time was this step in between moving from the lab to the real world conditions. So before going to the actual pilots, we spent a lot of time developing our system and testing it not only in our laboratory, but trying to go to environments that are quite similar to the real conditions of an apple orchard. We had everything ready in there, everything working really smoothly, but then when we moved to the real conditions of the orchards, we could see that we needed to face many more complex situations that we were actually thinking we would need to. So this process of modifying an already working system in laboratory conditions and applying all necessary configurations for the real conditions was probably one of the toughest steps.
I see. Now let's make a connection with the Lithuanian pilot in a way. Autonomous navigation in orchards differs significantly from open fields. So could you elaborate on how the system handles localization, mapping, and path planning amidst trees and variable terrain?
Yeah, so as you said, the wheat pilot is all about covering large areas. So basically, we are using in this case GNSS information because there's not this problem that we have of having areas without this information. Of course, we are also using different types of sensors for handling things like obstacle detection. But in the case of the Spanish pilot, we needed to move one step forward and using different techniques like sensors such as 3D LiDARs, inertial measurement units, for being able of not only having a comprehension of the environment, but generating a 3D reconstruction of the surroundings on the robot, so that we could actually scan what are the things that the robot needs to take into account when doing the path planning. It's not just a simple open field, but we need to take into account this 3D world that is surrounding the robot that conditionates the paths that we are generating.
Okay, and so you managed to overcome some obstacles and some hurdles. You needed to think out of the box sometimes. But I'm wondering, what were the initial impressions and feedback from the apple growers participating in the pilot? How do they perceive the autonomous operations impacting their work?
So the initial impressions of the pilots on the farmers were actually really good. They were pretty impressed on how regular tractors that have been modified can actually perform tasks fully autonomously. So not only that they do not need any intervention from humans, but that they also can work at any time. They can work during day, during night, and they really feel that this has a lot of potential of reducing and optimizing all the resources like fuel or time. Also the fact of having these DIS sprayers that also try to optimize the chemicals, they see a lot of potential in that, and they really want to see this type of machines to be working in their daily basis.
So the feedback was genuinely positive, and this is very important also for the project. Now, are there any unique autonomy features or operational demands specific to the apple orchard environment compared to the wheat pilot in Lithuania?
Yeah, so as I said before, the Lithuanian pilot is all about an open field, so we can rely on GNSS. In this case, for the apple orchards, we need to have a dense and precise reconstruction of our environment, and we need to apply AI techniques and algorithms to have a clear comprehension of our environment. This makes that tasks such as obstacle avoidance, traversability analysis for situations in which, for example, the terrain is not so stable or not so regular as in the wheat pilot, is crucial in this case. Not only for the navigation part, but also for ensuring that the sprayer will perform the spray in a correct way.
Okay, you have made it quite clear that autonomous navigation in an orchard is a highly demanding endeavor. So kudos for your good work once more. I will finish with a question regarding, let's say, the broader image. Thinking about the broader robotics field, as a robotics expert yourself, how is the work in this challenging orchard environment pushing the boundaries of the agricultural automation technology?
So one of the things in which this project is pushing more, let's say the traditional robotics in these agricultural fields, is what we discussed about the GNSS. Most common approaches for autonomous navigation in the outdoors are based on GNSS, but this is something that we cannot consider as always available in the case of the apple orchards. So our project is pushing towards a type of navigation that do not consider this as something that is always available, and we have to find another way of sensing the terrain and generate the path planning for the navigation. Also, this is related to our one step ahead type of obstacle detection and traversability analysis, because our not so regular terrain, and that is a bit unstructured, let's say, needs from a more in-depth analysis of the terrain. Of course, also the sprayer part with this optimization of the chemicals and pesticides is a big step forward.
So the Smart Droplets project pushes the boundaries of robotics in various ways. We are concluding our episode here. It was a great conversation. Thank you for all your insightful answers, helping us understand these technical aspects of the project. Thank you for joining us, Pau.
Thank you very much.
And to our audience, thank you for watching this episode. If you are interested in sustainable and smart farming, follow our YouTube channel and our social media, or simply type smartdroplets.eu to find our website. Stay smart.